Assalamualaikum and hello to everyone who are watching this video. My name is Aisyah Jasmine binti Jamaluddin and I'm from class CAAD 261B. In this video, I will give you guys an interpretation of visual artwork. So I have decided to interpret a painting that was made by an artist who is prestige and known as an influential icon in the history of Western art. And he has been adored by everyone for decades, including myself, which is Vincent van Gogh. My selected painting can be considered as one of his more underrated creations, though it is my personal favorite piece from Vincent since the connotation of it perfectly resonates with my personal struggles in life. The absolute magnificent painting in question is The Prisoner's Round after Gustave Doré. The Prisoner's Round after Gustave Doré is an oil painting finalized by Vincent van Gogh in February 1890. This significant piece was illustrated by him while he was in a severe state of depression and was placed in an asylum in Saint-Rémy. It is also known by people as the Prisoner's Round, Prisoners Exercising, or Penitentiary after Doré. The painting was inspired by Gustave Doré's 1872 engraving of the exercise yard Le Bagne at Newgate's prison. The Prisoner's Round after Gustave Doré was previously first inherited by his wife Johanna van Gogh, but has currently been placed in Pushkin Museum of Fine Arts, Moscow, Russia on 1948. Despite the visuals being simply said straightforward, yet to me, there are still a lot of things that can be elaborated from this painting. On the first glance, we can clearly view that there is a group of dreadful prisoners tightly marching in an endless perpetual circle form with their head facing downwards towards the ground. Out of all the prisoners in line, if you notice, the man with the lighter blonde hair tone on the center of the painting is the only one out of all of them who is not wearing any cap. Plus, he's facing directly towards us, the viewer, surprisingly breaking the fourth wall within the painting. These prisoners were being guarded by one person who seems to be the prison guard, while there are other two gentlemen in suits who both appears to be spectating and conversing between one another beside him. It appears that these 33 inmates are being confined in an angular, claustrophobic exercise courtyard with tall walls that goes up towards what seems to be a potential opening that could never be reached. Other than that, minor details, there are 4 visibly high windows, 3 on the side wall and 1 on the center position wall. If you look through the painting closely, there are 2 tiny winged animals that might either be butterflies or birds in white color flying above the prisoners. Majority of the color on this piece consists of gloomy shades of blue, grey and green. On upper half of the walls, we can see splashes of brick red to initiate the source of natural light coming from the speculated top wall opening. For the context side, on the other hand, we will start with the focal point of the painting, which is the lighter hair-toned man who seems like he's looking precisely at the viewer. A sense of hopelessness can be seen through his pale face and sorrowful expression. In my perspective, this person represents Vincent himself, as when he was placed in an asylum, he has always felt physiologically lost and isolated. Next, we will proceed towards the few people behind him in line that have an even more dispirited look on their faces. Based on my thoughts, these people are portrayed as the other collected numbers of artists who have suffered and gone through similar agonizing subconscious state as how Vincent felt. All the people who walk in front of Vincent can be seen completely putting their head down. What I can interpret from this subject is that they are the depiction of the other group of talented artists who have accepted their future fate of falling into the hollow void of misery and madness. The 2 detectives seem to be discussing about the prisoners, and meanwhile the prison guard is observing them. To me, they represent the audience who have been admiring the artist's work yet fail to see the true suffering and tragic significance that lies behind their aesthetically pleasing art. The room have a very tall wall with an opening ceiling that is impossible for them to escape through, implying that some artists are bound to be excluded from the outside world, barely living and practically stuck in time. It is visibly shown that there are minimal numbers of windows on the building itself, giving them minimal interactions with the outside world, showing us that certain artists can never truly experience life as they usually sell their life away by secluding themselves to finalize their masterpiece. As for the last detail that can faintly be seen in this piece is that there are two tiny white butterflies flying towards the opening ceiling. As we all know, the color white represents freedom. Same goes to the butterflies flying freely without any limitations. This details depicts the true feelings of every artist where they want to continue their passion without having no restrictions over their life in general. Personally speaking, I don't think that there is much to say in terms of criticism, although if I must state the deficiency, I would say that this particular painting has a limited spatial depth. Due to the absence of the spatial dynamic, it can maybe interpreted as minimizing the artwork's quality and appeal, in contrast to many of Van Gogh's paintings, which often utilize depth to enhance the subject's emotional expression. That is all for my presentation today. Thank you for watching. Bye!